Hey YouTube, it's your girl Janae of All Things Janae, and welcome back to your favorite channel. And on today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to go and install your drivers for your Epson ET-15000. Installing your drivers is a very important step as it ensures that you have access to your correct color profiles, which is very important when it comes to your print settings as it pertains to the colors, the qualities, just those different things. I'll show you guys later on in the video exactly what I mean. Okay, so first you're going to go to epson.com/support. And once you get to this screen, you're just going to click on printers. And then it's going to take you to this screen. And so for this particular printer, which is the Epson ET-15000, you're just going to select all-in-ones. Once you select it all-in-ones, it's going to take you to the next screen. And you're going to choose ET series. And here's a list of all the different eco tanks that Epson have to offer. And you're just going to scroll to the third column. And then you're going to select Epson ET-15000. Okay, and once you get to this screen, you're just going to scroll down to select your operating system for your computer. And once you've selected the correct operating system, it's just going to take you to the next screen. And in the next screen, it's just going to show you this drivers and utilities combo package installer. And you're just going to hit download. Once the download is complete, as you can see in the top right corner, yours may be in a different place. You're just going to double click on the ET-15000, whatever that is, that's highlighted. Once you double click it, it may take just a second or two to load. But once it's loaded, you should see a box pop up that says Epson Installer. And in the center where it says Epson Installer, you're just going to double click that. Okay, and then a box popped up that says Epson Installer is an app downloaded from the internet. Is it okay to download it? I just selected yes. And then the actual Epson software installer popped up. And I just selected continue for this screen. Continue again. Agree. Install. And then it started making progress with downloading the software. I'm just going to fast forward this part because who wants to sit there through 100% progress? And now that that's complete, we're just on to the next screen. And now it's just simply going to ask for my password in order to give permission to the computer to install the software. Okay, now that I've given the computer permission, now it's going to start the setup to install the actual drivers. And because I went ahead and set up my actual printer, I'm just going to click confirm that the ink has already been charged. Then next, I'm going to select my Wi-Fi. I need to slow this down. But as you guys can follow through the screen, I ain't even going to go back and delete it. But as you guys can follow the screen recording just to see the steps that I took in order to go ahead and get set up. I'll pick back up in a second. And then the Wi-Fi connect screen popped up. So all I had to do was put in my password and select which Wi-Fi. And then I just simply hit continue. Okay, so once you see this screen, you're just going to hit continue. And then I select the first one, which is using control panel. Set up the wireless Wi-Fi wizard. And then just keep hitting continue through all of these screens. Now here I initially selected the first one, which says the printer is connected to my network. Then the computer went on to search for the printer. But for whatever reason, my printer never showed up on the computer. So I'm going to show you guys in the next clip. I decided to go ahead and select the second one. And then I went from there. As you can see here, and I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. It's just buffering and buffering and buffering. But it never, for whatever reason, decides to find my printer. I did, however, have the printer connected to the Wi-Fi. And the printer was turned on. Okay, once I realized the computer wasn't going to find the printer, I just went ahead and selected the second option, which states the printer is not connected to my network, and I just hit continue. Once I hit continue, it took me to this next screen, and I just selected close. Okay, so once that process was complete, I just decided to do a test page and went to file and then print. Okay, so once the print page popped up, I scrolled down to select the Epson ET-15000 series. And because it was a brand new printer on file, it was initially locked. But then as you can see the buffering, it was preparing the Epson ET final installation. Okay, so now that the printer is finally installed completely, I just went on and scrolled down to the print settings. And it just had the basic print settings that it had before I actually installed the drivers. So to fix this error, I went to System Preferences. And once System Preferences was up, I went to Printers and Scanners. Every computer is different, so it might be just set up a little different on your computer, especially if you don't have an Apple computer. Okay, so once I got to the screen where all of my printers were, I uninstalled the Epson ET-15000 series. And then I went back to reinstall it. As you can see here, it had two different settings. One for the fax machine that it comes with, and then it had a regular one. I deleted both of those. And then I went back to reinstall just one of them. And if you have an Apple computer, yours should be like this or very similar. So all you're going to do is hit the minus to delete, and then you hit the plus to install whatever printer that you're installing at that current time. Of course, in this case, it's the Epson ET-15000. I also have two Epson ET-2800s, as you can see. You may or may not be able to see. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and reinstall the Epson ET-15000. I'm going to go ahead and select that series for the name. And then when it comes to use, I'm going to scroll down and select the actual software. And this is where all the different colors and everything pertaining to it comes from. As you can see over here on the right hand side, I'm going to scroll through and select that printer. And once again, this is where all the correct profiles and color settings and print settings and quality and all of those things come into place. So that's why this is so important. And now it's setting the device up. I'm going to fast forward through this part just a little bit just to go ahead and speed up the process so you guys can see the end results. I'm going to go ahead towards the end and do another print page so you can see the different settings as it differs. Okay, now that the drivers are actually installed, I'm going to go ahead and do another print test. And now you can see I have the color matching option. And for color matching, I always select the iMac as my color profile. It prints the best for me. My reds are actually red instead of being like a burgundy or whatever other colors. And then here, I'm able to select what quality and different types of things. It even gives me the option, as you can see, I'm gonna scroll down to print, to do, I can't even get it out, to do two-sided printing. Y'all get tongue-tied a lot because I'm a very fast talker, in case you guys didn't notice. But thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and leave any feedback that you guys may have down below.